Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert!
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, everybody! We might be able to finish up the first case in this recording session, but not this video. It's gonna have to get split up. Yeah, we're still on day 2 of episode 1, Turnabout Countdown, and we're about to start talking to Mr. Detonate again. Yeah. Here he is, back for more, eh, buddy? He's like, uh-oh, what's about to happen? Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery.
I just realized this is something I was just thinking about. This is obviously a 3DS game that they put on here. What's normally on the bottom screen?
It's normally just the big next button, and then with court record, all that.
Oh,
it's basically what the bottom screen is in the other ones.
Okay.
The allegations are all laughable.
Objection! I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case.
Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires.
I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later.
I see X2. But then, let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote that message is to analyze the handwriting, analyze the DNA.
The handwriting would make no sense.
Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Yeah.
Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team. Yes, Your Honor! It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is.
Witness testimony.
This dude has tiny legs.
After the explosion.
I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. But there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found.
So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was?
Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Courtroom bombing photo added to the court record. I see. Alright then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart?
Oh yeah. Well, how would the emotions thing work on him?
He has none.
Like, wouldn't it? I wonder if it would just be like, he's a robot.
He's not actually a robot. He just has a cyborg visor and a robot text-to-speech voice. After the explosion. I admit I was the first on the scene. Why were you the first person on the scene?
To secure the area. It is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first.
In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you?
Well,
Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonate is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is. Darn, I think he was just about to say something interesting, too.
when I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster.
This guy's a weird first
Yeah.
case criminal.
Yeah. They needed to do something different, obviously, than like, I'm a dummy who did this thing.
Right.
A lot of them tended to be like arrogant dudes, no offense.
This guy's very condescending, though.
He is, in a different way.
You were able to tell this even with those goggles on?
With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright.
What?
Poor Mr. Wright. You always working so hard keeping our office together.
Wait a minute! I don't have any gray hairs!
Just kidding.
I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Mr. Tonate, this court frowns upon untoward comments on a person's hair or lack thereof.
I'm sensing a great sorrow coming from the judge.
My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony?
I want him to take off his helmet and the visors and just be like, yeah, a bomb once hit me in the head.
Oh.
I'm wondering if that's...
Just has like a dent out of his head.
Yeah.
Oh. If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did?
Mr. Justice, of course, just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods.
A final message from your poor subordinate. Poor Mr. Justice. I'm starting to get all misty-eyed. Apollo's not dead, folks.
So how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Army who wrote the message?
Arm.
Whatever.
Army.
Same thing. I'm in a distress.
It is very simple.
She had struck her head on the rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast?
A bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also substantial secondary damage from the blast wind.
Detective Arm unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It stated in her autopsy report as well, cause of death, trauma to back of head. Ah, the autopsy report. I better take another look at that.
Now do you see? Detective Arm could not have written that message. The reason for that being...
She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. Isn't it possible she could have crawled to the area of the bloody message?
If that were true, then how did she return to the spot near the entrance?
Maybe she crawled back after writing it?
Why not just die over there?
Hey, did this guy just humph me? Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory? Huh? No, thank you.
The victim's body and the writing are several yards from each other. There's no way she could reach.
Quite the conundrum. So that means something is off somewhere. There must be a contradiction.
Maybe the body was moved. But that doesn't explain how blood got onto the rubble.
What if that was done by the real culprit after the fact? If that's the case, then something about that might contradict the evidence we have. I remember this being like the only kind of tough part of the first case.
So
if we check the court record, let's look at the autopsy again. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object.
a flat object.
Oh, that might be it. Because that's not flat.
Objection!
Oh, never mind. That was easy.
That was super easy.
You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head, caused by impact with a flat object.
Yes. What about it?
Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed!
Roy Ash 9 and J09 carat.
Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair.
That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location. Most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found.
In that case, she definitely could have written the message.
Oh, Your Honor, I have the results of the blood stain analysis. Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And, as the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all. Bloody writing analysis added to the court record.
Yes! You did it! You were right, boss!
Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later.
Exclamation mark 11, exclamation mark 1.
Mr. Tonate, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself.
No.
Fine. I will confess.
You will? But then why are you so calm?
This time, I will tell the truth.
Witness testimony. The truth. $10 says this is not going to be the truth. Ooh! New cross-examination music. I love this one.
Nice.
It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad.
That's a pretty big crime. I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it?
That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm.
Oh well, if that's all you did then... Wait a minute! That in and of itself is a criminal act! Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor! Very well then, your cross-examination please, Mr. Wright.
He's trying to get a slightly less
Yep.
punishment at this point.
Admit to the little crime to avoid the big crime. It's true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. Big slam. So you admit that you actually did see bloody writing that Detective Arm left?
My bad. I should have said so from the outset.
And you are sure that it was your ID number?
I am sure. It was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well.
So those funky things were provided by the police department?
Although these are special goggles customized by me personally.
Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany and was custom made as well. It was specially created to make a particularly loud and resounding sound. Wish I had something to brag about. But be all of that as it may, I just want to reconfirm that you saw the bloody writing clearly. And that it was your ID number?
That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor.
She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked. L10015R? And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom.
Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic.
Sounds like you were in quite a tizzy.
If I were in his shoes, I guess it would have psyched me out too. I can't imagine coming across a message "Psychs" written in blood.
If I saw gasp in pain written in blood, it'd certainly make me gasp. Rest assured, Mr. Tonate, I understand how you must have felt. And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene, and...
That is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It very clearly said L10015R.
But I did not detonate the bomb. Didn't you? The victim may have had special knowledge of who the bomber was.
I have no idea what thoughts Detective Arm may have had inside her head.
It's not like I ever dismantled her mind to check.
Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now?
Cut me some slack, will you?
Don't feel bad, boss. You just got your attorney's badge back after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am.
I suppose I should be thankful you're not a licensed psychologist. Mr. Tonate, please continue with your testimony.
With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but
Detective R must have mistaken me for the real bomber. How convenient. By mistaken, do you mean that you had nothing to do with the explosion?
that is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number.
The victim may have suspected Mr. Tonate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with a gavel, Mr. Bluesuit over there probably would have pinned the crime on you.
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court. But I've never even tried to harm a hair on a strand of your beard, Your Honor. You accused the judge of being the murderer in the circus case.
Yeah.
That was in a different timeline.
Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs, I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing.
Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. I love how he ends it with my bad. You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing?
I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room, and I still had to move the body. I was in a panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case.
Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation?
Regulations stipulates only specialists may touch transport cases. Because of the danger, you see. I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad.
My bad? Does he really think that it would just magically smooth everything over?
This guy is something else. And I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just some mistake. It also did dry. He won't wriggle out of this one that easily. What did Mr. Tonate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in his testimony somewhere.
Well, he was going to go back and erase the writing, but instead he went back and added to it.
Right. This guy's testimony right now is basically like, sorry for the coffee, and the mirror, and the bomb. She very plainly wrote L11.
That's fine. Okay. Why? How would that have worked?
All important badge.
Yeah.
You got the autopsy report, the phony Fanti HH3000.
How would they... does it already look dried?
Kind of.
Like, it doesn't look like that was fresh. It looks like he altered it before he moved the case onto it. If that makes any sense, but I don't know how to prove that. Also, there's still an R after that. Why does it say Woods R? If you really want to...
part of it was blown up.
Oh, okay.
But he also said that, she wrote it down after the explosion.
Oh. That's weird.
Objection!
I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood.
Yes, it very clearly said L10015R.
But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection! What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place?
Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh! Yeah! Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate?
Oh, right, now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of a finger. My bad.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction!
Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger.
You have something for me, Athena?
I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked.
He does look pretty flustered. Yeah, he's chewing
That's
up.
terrifying.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy at times.
I'm wondering if the bit of rock that he used to hit Mr. Justice was the R piece.
Oh, maybe. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? He thought he saw an R, he actually saw it.
He actually saw it, and then he picked up the thing.
Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R. But there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe he didn't see the blood smears. That's it!
What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel?
I've got it! So that's what happened! A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you'd better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tonate could have seen the R?
The part that shows the R still on there.
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it! Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw. It's true that the witness wears some very, very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of the little smudge looks like an R to you? Objection! But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh well, that explains it. Huh?
Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order.
Yup, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion or after?
Before, which is weird. Like, she figured out the bomb was ticking down, wrote down the name, and then the dude was like...
With the bloody message running off of the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous!
If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Order! Order in the court!
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
What?
It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report... Ah, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Ted Tonate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim?
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
Tony's like, oh no.
I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday.
It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
Oh my! Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4.
Alag, Wu8 as/7 H98R% carat and 2.
Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please.
My testimony, there is no need for Wal 86Y904 asterisk and the 9.
He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head.
Because of all I did was transport the bomb to the 3 courtroom. I already told you, O2 will be locked.
God blast this fiend! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon? What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonate had the chance without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate?
Oh, yes, that's right!
Yeah.
I didn't have anything of the sort that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm. Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us to the right direction.
Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
Yeah, and to inflict that kind of specific kind of injury. All you would need is a flat surface, right?
A heavy, blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon. Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm? I believe I can. Believe being the key word here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonate have that could have been used as the murder weapon?
Just the floor?
The floor.
It's flat.
Hi-ya!
I don't know what else it would be.
So would you do, well, what? I don't know how we would present
I don't know
the
how we would
floor to-
present the floor. That's not thin and flat. They use the own autopsy report. Would it be the remote? Is it thin and kind of flat? And it is missing
That
now,
wouldn't,
too.
Yeah, it would. Hang on. Let's make a temporary save.
Yeah.
You want to try the remote switch?
Sure.
This must have been the murder weapon! Uh-huh! Don't be ridiculous! Aha! You fell right into my trap! So you confirm that this piece of evidence was not the murder weapon. That narrows my candidates down by 1.
I hope you don't intend to answer by process of elimination, Mr. Wright.
However, that's so often how we solve these cases. Because if you do, prepare to see me do more of this to you. Gah! The victim was killed with a blow to the head, so the question is, which evidence is connected to Mr. Tonate and could serve as a blunt instrument? I'll ask you again, Mr.
Would
Wright.
it just be the case, then?
Nope.
We'll try the other save. I don't know what it would be then. We would have to present one of the pictures. Right? Can't be Mr. Stuffed
It's
Animal.
not the floor.
It's not the floor?
It's not the floor.
But what is available? The stuffed animal isn't thin or flat.
But the bomb is.
Yeah, but that's not a flat object in... I feel like that's a you know?
No, that's got 4 flat sides.
No, but when it's inside the stuffed animal.
But you can take it out. It's just got a zipper. It's just a little pouch.
So you're saying that the bomb, they're transporting the bomb, not in the stuffed animal, so that could be used. Okay.
Mr. Tonate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this.
That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that would deliver the fatal blow to her head. Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern.
I'm just gonna detonate the bomb.
What's with him?
Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
Ack! He's right. I don't have anything decisive.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad, the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone.
And then,
Boom! Game over. Yeah. Ugh.
Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in this photo?
Ah! I don't see any blood or anything!
I do. Wait, the timer display is a bit broken here. I thought that was... Oh, you're right. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head.
What did you see?
I thought I saw blood on the elephant.
No, it's a pink elephant. That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count.
I guess you're right.
Setting off the bomb, Tony managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Ted Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then.
Dude, he put her body in the thing. He locked her up.
Oh!
That is absolutely what he did.
And I think
then he rolled it in.
And then I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonate had to hide.
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial.
Hey, you're right. And if we can figure out where that hiding place was.
Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So where could Mr. Tonate have hidden the body during the trial?
In that thing.
Take that!
Wait. A box big enough for a body and a box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tonate?
What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me?
I thought he broke his arm computer thing. Didn't he?
No, he was so flustered he kept pushing the wrong keys. So he's just like, oh, forget it.
Okay.
No, you're the one who's going to show it to me.
Come again.
You heard me. Now show me what's inside that bomb transport case.
What? Why? No! There's no need!
I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial?
Oh! I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact.
No! That's Completely false! If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we?
People are flipping out. Hold it. Bro. He's like, I got a bomb.
Let's not. Not if you value your life.
What's he up to now?
Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What? Huh?
I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes.
What's going on?
Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Tony, are you threatening me?
Heh heh heh. I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me.
But Mr. Tony, didn't you say that's just a training model? A fake to practice on?
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000.
But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it?
How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up courtroom number 4?
Huh?
Because a bomb blew up.
The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made.
What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4.
Mr. Tony, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that?
The HH-3000. It is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there?
Picture of it.
I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
See, this is what would happen right now. This is what I would do. I would be like, alright, bailiff, people, hold him down. The bomb's already ticking.
Put it in.
We either take the keys off of him and throw it into the thing and have it blow up in there. Or, if that's not possible...
Throw it into the already exploded courtroom.
I was about to say, we throw it into the already exploded courtroom, or we, like, throw it into a lake or something. I don't know.
Go jump in a lake.
Go jump in
So,
a lake.
so there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out?
Like, stop talking. Just do stuff.
No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it.
So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time?
You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time.
Well, all the people in the gallery can leave. That's fine.
Order! Order in the court! I'm out of here! It's gonna blow! Run!
Dude.
There's no one left!
You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave?
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne?
That is...
Well, he ran.
And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it?
But the bomb might really go off.
Only 3 more minutes, folks.
This is a different first
First case, yeah.
first case.
Is that bomb really the HH-3000?
Or is he bluffing?
What should I do? Run like a yellow-bellied chicken or stand my guard?
Dude, stand your ground. I mean, it would be stupid if it's like the first case you have to run away.
I can't run now.
Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH-3000 naturally.
While it's going to
Oh,
explode?
and by the way, I would advise against having me followed, even with no remote switch. This bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the
Killing
spot.
you?
Farewell.
Killing him and anyone who's trying to follow him.
Hold it!
You're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate.
Oh,
Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright?
More of your famous bluffing, even at the risk of your own life.
Mr. Wright! None of your bluffing now! Not at a time like this! Lives are on the line here!
Turn the bomb around. It's counting down because of the timer was hit with the real bomb.
I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH3000. Really? I'll whip it then, immediately. Where's the proof that Mr. Tonate is not holding the real HH3000?
It's a stupid crack.
His doesn't have a crack, and the real one has a crack. The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right! Therefore, this is not the real HH3000. Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb in the stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Gah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No! Stop!
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a bloodstain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence?
Nice. The graphics are beautiful, I have to say.
Yeah. Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HH3000 is about to explode! Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate.
Then it actually explodes.
I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real! This bomb is the real thing, I tell you! It's real! Mad Bomber, party of one. There's no time left! It's going to blow! I have to disarm it! I have to take it apart! I can dismantle anything! I can take apart evidence! I can take apart bombs! I can dismantle it all! Dismantle, 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 dismantle! I'm not gonna make it! Only one thing left to do! Stop! Made it!
What the heck? Bro, does he have no eyes, though?
I think those are his pupils, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Game over. Dismantle attempt failed.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? Oh, this is low-key the best song in the whole game, and it only plays in like 4 places. She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault! While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this! I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and... I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and... BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl. I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why?
Well, since the prosecution has no objections.
So I just want to point out, he was selling his disarmed bombs on the black market and pointed out how easy it is to rearm them. That's kind of frightening.
That's kind of frightening.
Yeah, he's one of the scariest starter villains, I would say. Out of the
Who
lot.
would be scarier?
Oh, okay, Gavin, but like, he's not. Dahlia.
Dahlia, yes. Gavin, no. Gavin's just eating burritos with the judge. That's all.
Most of the starting villains kind of suck. It's like, oh, Richard Wellington, he ain't doing anything. It's Frank Sott, he's not really doing anything. Basketball Boy, the opposite of frightening.
A lot of them, it was like, oh no, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I'm gonna kill them for it.
And this guy's like, I sell terrorist bombs on the black market.
This was the game to be like, now you know, it's rated M.
This, I feel like, there's not a whole lot, like, physically in this game that's like, that should be rated M, but there are a lot of dark themes in this game.
Gotcha.
Tentone, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Woods' verdict. Not guilty!
Yay, we have the confetti. There's nobody there to clap.
Aw,
She's happy though.
she's great. I do like Athena's victory pose.
Nobody there. And then that's the last we ever see of Pain, probably.
Court is adjourned.
Yeah.
We did it! We did it! Boissimo,
Oh
we
my
did it.
goodness.
December 18th, 12:31 p.m.
Dude, is that a Brita water filter on that table?
Yes, District Court courtroom lobby number
The
5.
bailiffs are like, I love Brita water filters.
I love my Brita water filter.
I like it at college. You did it, boss!
Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow.
So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing.
It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it?
That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way the mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Theta, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. With Totoro. I hope that both of you will come and visit me there sometime. Next case.
Turnabout Forest.
Turnabout Forest. There's a forest murder.
If she dies, then I quit.
No. What if she's just indicted as the victim for every single case?
Or the defendant for every single case? That would be nice! Thank you for the invitation.
I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think.
What? That's no forest, that's a mountain!
But, you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery we never got around to solving.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of? We never found the remote switch.
Take that!
The remote switch, right?
Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tony just got rid of it somewhere?
Yeah, it is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict.
I guess you're right. Hey, I know. Junie, shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay.
Huh? Her grandmother?
No, silly, to Apollo!
Oh, right. Well, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him?
Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind.
It's okay, I left him a year's supply of Steel Samurai videos and grape juice.
Maybe Trucy did that. Trucy's not at the trial. She's like, hey, Apollo, what's up? I wonder if they know that they're siblings now.
They don't.
They never find out. They should. They should know they're siblings. Okay. Oh, no, wait, that was okay. Okay.
Yeah, take that. And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon.
And by over the horizon, you mean tomorrow.
There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed.
Ooh, somebody gonna die? Ba 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 da ba ba bow.
But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test.
I don't really want to be an attorney.
Date unknown, time unknown, right anything agency.
Oh, I forgot about the Right Anything Agency. Howdy, bro. You look so old there.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why? I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
I was kind of right. Ooh, true seat. Cool, cool. I think that's fine.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
Why are they mad?
They're not mad, they're just disappointed.
I'm not. Okay, listen.
They're a little more codependent than we are.
No, I was about to say, if you are an attorney,
Oh, wait.
you're presiding. Oh,
Oh wait.
what happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed.
It's mind controlling him.
And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. That day. Yep. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. Oh my gosh, it's I can't think of the name. Gertie?
Gordy?
Gordy.
Gertie?
Gertie. That's
The end.
The end. Cool. I was going to say illusions.
Illustrations and anime cutscenes gallery have been unlocked. Please go to extras and DLC to view them.
What I was gonna say was, if I was Apollo Justice, I'm like, oh boy, I'm Ace Attorney, woohoo! Boom! Bomb explosion. He takes like a bunch of hits to the arms, to the eye. Clearly he lost an eye at some point, etc. And he was just like, yeah, I kind of want to take a leave of absence for a bit.
I want to visit my mom.
I want to like
Oh wait.
see my face. Ooh,
Ooh,
Artie. She's still alive.
He doesn't know that though.
Yeah.
No, that's how they know he's just lying. It's like, I'm gonna see my mom. You're an orphan. Bye.
No, but like I would be totally like, I want to take some time off. I'd be like, yeah, you just got exploded.
Yeah,
you need to
They're
learn
like,
how to
Apollo,
work.
how could you do this to
You
us?
have to learn how to work without one eye.
Yeah.
It's like hard.
Yeah, there's DLC. There's a DLC case. I actually, hang on. I like that jingle.
Nice.
No, we're not starting this just yet. No,
But the monstrous turnabout.
The monstrous turnabout. Yes.
It's just Mozilla versus Gordy versus Edgeworth.
No, so if we go to extras and DLC, so there's a DLC case, but that comes with this. There's anime cutscenes, illustrations. There's also costumes. This is the other DLC feature where it's like you can buy DLC costumes to make them wear different outfits.
I have to see this. No, you have to click on this.
Do they actually? Okay, hang on. Because you had to pay for this. Do they come pre-unlocked? Because I know the DLC case comes pre-unlocked for this.
Maybe.
You can get the
His
old school suit. Oh, it's the exact same, except it doesn't have the
The
locket.
gold. Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, I know there was. Okay, we only have that unlocked. The other options, okay, I know, like, Phoenix's other outfit is, like, the Phoenix Hearts pink sweater from that case
we
with the face
definitely would wear
mask.
that.
Apollo's out. Oh! He's got his styling street clothes. He
Dude,
actually
he
does
literally
have the
looks like
outfit.
Matt on guard there.
He has a backpack. Are those really the only two? I thought for sure. Did they take out the pink one?
Maybe. What
Then
about girl?
Oh man, Athena. She's got the Sailor Moon uniform.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's funny, though.
For the fan service.
That's not for the... She's wearing a long skirt.
No, it's a short skirt. It's just cuts off to there.
Well, if it was a short skirt, we would see the cutoff.
Oh, it's not like Clannad's skirt.
It's not like Sailor Moon.
Okay, yeah. Wait, no, I'm not actually keeping them in those outfits. No. that kind of makes a lot of moments
weird.
Yeah, a little narmy, I'll say. Kind of cuts some of the emotion and suspense out of everything.
Are the animated cutscenes also fixed so they're wearing the outfits?
No.
Oh, okay. I was expecting like, no, Apollo, you can't die on us. She's wearing like the school uniform.
The school uniform. No, it's not like that.
That's funny.
Okay, so that was the first case. What did you think?
It was different, which is good. Different is good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with first cases, I've noticed for Ace Attorney, it tends to just kind of be like, we don't really care about the setup for anything. There are exceptions to that, of course. Like the one with Dahlia and the one with the president.
And the one of Kristoff.
Oh, I guess that does kind of set up.
And even the one of Basketball Boy, like they kind of tried to tie it in at the end, but it didn't really.
No, not really.
It's like, oh, it looks like Basketball Boy was working for the villain all along.
Oh boy.
Like, okay,
Nobody really cared.
Nobody cares at all. So, yeah. So that was the first case. Case 2 is a thing.
It's a thing.
I bet you'll love it.
You think?
I think you will love it. It's one of my least favorite cases.
Well, one of your least favorite cases also ended up being one of my favorites.
True.
For the Korean village drinking.
It's kind of similar to the Waki case, but at least there's significantly less underwear in this one.
Well, I didn't really like the
it's
Waki
very
case.
Weird.
Was this when they were like, we need to emphasize that this is a Japanese
Yes,
game.
this is the one where it's like, yeah, you can't explain away that it's in America. It's laughable
Japan.
How much the whole it's an America thing doesn't work for this case. So you'll love it.
That's gonna be great.
Although we do meet two of my favorite characters.
Probably the prosecutor for the game.
I'll just say prosecutor in this game is my favorite prosecutor of all.
Okay.
Even more than Edgeworth.
Okay. Wow.
And it was a character when I first heard about them. I'm just like, this is the stupidest thing ever. This is absolutely terrible. I'm gonna hate them. Then I'm like, never mind. I can get down with this.
That's surprising because I feel like once you make up your mind, you're like, no, this is stupid and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm extremely stubborn and suspicious. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Definitely want to tune in next time. The Monsters Tournament. It's gonna be entertaining. Like, it's going to be entertaining.
I just hope a lot of hearts not there.
All right. Until we meet again, my friends. Have a great day and God bless.